our first step is creating the daisy. So make sure you're holding white on the bottom, and then look at the front face. We are looking for edges that have white on it. Now the first case you can get is if it's on either the left side or the right side. So here we have it on the right side. This case is easy, you just gotta move it up like that, so we got it aligned. The next case is if it's on the bottom. So here we have an edge on the bottom, and we need to get it up top. So all we have to do is move it either left to get it on the left side, or we can move it right to get it on the right side. It doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna go with left here. And then it's on the left side, so we can easily put it up like that. Now the last case we get is when it's on the top, but it's not aligned correctly. Either turn it to the left or right, it doesn't really matter. But then, now that if we want to put this edge up, we wreck this edge piece. So all we have to do is move the top over to get its slot ready, and then just move the edge up. So now we have our daisy. After our daisy, our next step is to create the white cross. So when you hold the daisy like this, the second color on the edge, we have to align it with its center color. So here we have orange, and we need to align it with the orange centerpiece. So we move the top over. Nope. Here we have it aligned, and now you move it 1, 2. So now it's aligned with the white center. Now we look back at our once daisy. Here we have red, so we gotta move it over to the red center, and then move it down 1, 2. So that's aligned. And then we have 2 more edge pieces. We gotta match them up with their center colors, and then move them down. And last one. So now you have your white cross. Now after your white cross, the next step is to get the first layer done. Now the first layer is when all of white is solved, and then you have this nice clean bar right here. So it's very easy, and I'll explain it to you. Now that we have the white cross, we need to flip it upside down. So now the cross is on the bottom. And then we look on the top for corners that have white on it. So here we have multiple choices. There are 3 cases you can get. The first case is when the white side is on the top, and if you look at it dead on, the white side is facing to the right. So this is our first case, but in order to solve it, we have to find the red center and the blue center, which is right here. So that means this corner goes right in this slot. So we have to put it above where it needs to go, and since it's facing to the right, we do the righty move. It goes like this. Up with your right hand, move the top over, down with your right hand, and then move the top back over. And that solved it. The second case you can get is when the white side is facing to the left. So we need to look at this corner. Here we have red, green, and white. So we got to find the white center, green center, and red center. So we know this corner goes right in this slot. So put it above where it needs to go. And since it's facing to the left, we do the lefty move. Up with your left hand, push over, down with your left hand, and then push back over. And that solves it. Now, the last case is when the white sticker is facing upwards. So this is very easy. You just gotta match the colors up with their center colors and put it above where it needs to go. Since it's facing up, we put it in our right side, and we do 3 of the righty moves. Up, over, down, over. Now we just do it one more time. Up, over, down, over. And that solves it. Now you have your first layer. After your first layer, now we're going to be solving the second layer. So you hold the white side on the bottom, and then you look on the top for edges that don't have yellow on it. So right in front of us, we have an edge that has green and red on it. So we know it goes in this slot since the green and red centers are right here. So instead of putting it above where it needs to go, we can't really do that. So if you hold it face down, look at what this color is. Here it's green, so you match it up with its center color. And then you move it away from where it needs to go. Since it needs to go here, you move it away. And since it's on the right side, we do the lefty move. Up, over, down, over. And then turn it. Since the corner is facing to the right, we do a righty move. Up, over, down, over. And we just solved that corner, and we didn't mess this corner up. So now we just gotta keep on doing that. Here we have green and orange, so match the colors up. Put it away from where it needs to go. Since it needs to go to the right this time, we move it to the left. We do a righty move since it's on the left side. So up, over, down, over. And since the corner, the white side, is facing to the left, we do a lefty algorithm with the corner in our left side. Up, over, down, over. So now we have one more, and here it is. So since it needs to go right here, we move it away, and then we do the righty move. Since it's facing to the left, we do a lefty move now. And there you go, the first two layers are solved. Now that you have your first two layers, the second step is getting your yellow cross on top. So there are many cases for this. The first case is where there is a dot in the center. So to get this into that, just got to do the front down, and then do a right move, up, over, down, over, and then undo that front move. So now we got our second case, which is an L. So if you ignore the corners, there's a little L, but you have to put the L in the top corner, like this. So then you do that front move, do a righty move, and then undo that front move. So it brings us to our third case, which is a line. So we do the front move again, do a righty move again, and then undo that front move. So now we got our cross. Now after you get your cross, the next step is to pair the edges with their center colors. So if you look around your cube and you find that you have two edges that are lined up, but they're across from each other, then you just got to do what's called a soon, which goes like this. Up, over, down, over, up, over, over, down. So now, when you look at it, you should have our next case, which is when they're next to each other. Now, if you have this, you just gotta hold it in the back and then to your right, so like this. And then the unsolved, you should put it in the left and your front. So you just gotta do a soon from this angle. So do a soon. And then make sure to flick over. So now you have all the edges aligned up. Now, if you get the case where you only have one edge solved, then you can do the soon to get the other two cases I talked about before. Now that we have all the edges solved, now it's time to put the corners in the right spot. Now, you may think that these are wrong, but I'll explain to you in a minute how these are right. So, you can do what's called a nick loss. So first you look around the cube to see which corners are right. This one is solved and it's right, and none of these are correct. This one has red, green, and yellow on it. What we need is red, blue, and yellow. It doesn't have to be solved yet, it just has to have the right colors. If you have one solved corner, then put it in your left and do this algorithm. Up, over, down, over, down, over. So now when you look at it, we have all the corners in the correct spots. Now you may have to do this multiple times. It may differ between where the piece is, but you still get the same outcome even if you do all those. Now if you had all the corners in the right spot before, then you could have skipped this step, move on to the next step. Or if you have 0 corners solved, then all you have to do is do a nick loss, and then you'll have 1 corner solved, and then just put it to your left and do another nick loss. It's that easy. Now, if your cube doesn't look like mine, don't worry, because it's not broken. Well, maybe it is, but don't worry, because we're going to learn how to solve all of it. It's very easy. So now that you have all the corners in the right spot, just tip your cube upside down, and then pick one of your unsolved corners. I'm going to pick this one, and then do a righty move. So it gets on top. Don't move anything, just do another righty move. It's still not correct. We need yellow on the bottom, so let's do another righty move. Still not correct, so let's do our 4th righty move. And it's correct. Now wait, do not rotate your cube. Just rotate the bottom layer until you get another unsolved corner. Here it's solved, so we rotate again. So here, we have this one, so we do another righty move. Do another righty move. And then just align the bottom. And there you go, you solved your first Rubik's Cube. You did it, guys. And if you found value in this video, make sure you click that subscribe button so it would help me get more beginner cubers just like you. And if you want to see tips to get even faster at the Rubik's Cube, make sure you click this video right here. And I will see you in the next one.